G. Let's fucking go. 20 minutes late. Few technical issues, but we're on. Over to Nelly with the fucking Band-Aid on the face.
Good start. Good start.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Really? I was such an awkward high five. I was awful.
High five. High five.
Thank God Toby's here.
Why?
Did you guys rehearse that in the car?
No, we didn't.
Is it obvious?
We're off the cuff.
Well, no, you wouldn't have seen my mangled face in the car, so it makes no sense. Yes, I am Nelly. And welcome to Journeymen, the Rugby League Journeymen episode, what are we, 13? Fantastic. What, sorry?
It's going to be
episode 14, it says it on the sheet.
It's going to be half an episode because you're going to go pick your kids up.
Wait, you are getting more and more narky every week. Have people been saying to you, we love you on the podcast, Latsy?
Absolutely.
You're a classic. Is that why?
They call you the wet blanket.
What do they call you?
Big Jerry. I like him.
All right, let's do this. We have a cracking show for you. You can find us at Rugby League Journeyman everywhere, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. We're growing steadily. Make sure you like, subscribe. Tell everybody. Today on the show, we're going to be doing Life and Times of Jerry and Jimmy. It was you last week, Jerry. Jimmy, do you have a story?
Yeah, we'll think of one, mate.
Terrific. Next is the positive place. Gents, I sent it out to you.
Wait, what story was last week?
It was a story to do with the Warriors. First time you met, you picked Jimmy up. It was memorable.
Oh, yeah, the Sterlo.
Yeah. Positive place today, gents. Most talented footy player you consider one of your best mates. Are you good mates with King Wally? Do you know Tom Brady? Anybody. You can just come up with somebody and we want to hear how you know them, why you know them, how often you talk to them, and you can't wank off Jimmy.
Is it a football player or is it a famous athlete?
It can be an athlete. Love it.
Okay.
What about a general manager of the Cowboys? He's the best general manager. He was my favourite teammate in the world.
No blowing Michael Luck today, please.
Jimmy Jocks.
You're good, Latsy. You're on today, mate.
That's what I was saying.
Look forward to you, mate. Telling some good yarns. It's nice to hear from you.
Yeah, that's good. Plenty of positivity in here. That's what we like. We like to buoy each other. It's going to be a fantastic pod. Also, other footy news. There's a bit about. There's a little bit happening. More than last week. There was nothing last week, Toby.
Yeah, I remember.
And then Latsy's awesome statsy. Have you come in hot? Yes. No.
No. I have, I've got something. When I ran back to my car and got me piece of paper.
You got it? Okay, very good. Then we're also going to preview the weekend's games. It is round 26, the penultimate round, which means second last round. We're going to go through that. We've got a genuine winner in here, so he might have a few opinions. Playing the Warriors, I believe. Save it, Toby.
Okay. I was about to just unload then. So.
Yeah, fair enough. Would you rather, Jimmy? It was a good one last week. Nice and clean. Have you got one for us? Can you find one? You got about 40 minutes?
Yeah, we'll find one, eh?
Terrific. Let's go around the circle. How is everyone? Let's start with our man that hasn't been able to align with our pod. It's difficult to get a current coach and a current player to align when they're at different clubs. You and I, mate, we've got nothing going.
I'm a boxer, but all good. Sweet.
Okay, cool.
Toby.
Yes.
How are you? Sharks are flying, third spot.
Yep.
What's been happening?
Well, we've been winning, which has been great. I haven't been going on this podcast. Hopefully those two things aren't mutually going on at the same time. But regardless...
you have been playing well as well.
Yeah, and I haven't been here. Is there something in the air here? We'll find out this week.
Mate, don't you point at me. You are one of the great losers.
Somebody's getting hot in here.
Wow.
Oh, Nelly.
Wow.
Is that his song?
Yes.
Is it?
It's getting hot in here.
Pretty sure that's 50 cents.
Okay, cool. Right, yeah. No, mate, it's good. It's a buzz around training at the moment. Obviously, we've been going very well, and the training's been really good. It's almost taken a bit of a turn since we went to Lennox Head and got in the piss together. Had a good time up there. So
Bonding,
mate.
It's important.
Yep, facts.
You play the Warriors this weekend. Obviously, it is Sean Johnson's last game. You obviously...
Why, they got the bye in the last round?
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah.
Well, surely you would have spoken to Sean leading into this game.
No.
Have you not
Quite
given
funny,
him words of wisdom? And
The only other club he played for was Cronulla. That's quite cool.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
And they traditionally do quite well in Cronulla. Sorry, Toby.
That's okay.
They always do. Yeah. Last time they played, it was a come-from-behind win,
Yeah, that was...
I think.
Not to make it about myself, but I will. That was when I had my toe injury. I was out for 12 weeks after that game. In that game, they had the biggest comeback in NRL modern history, I believe. There was 28 points down. And the second half, they came home with a wet sail and did us right at the end.
Yeah, it ain't going to happen again.
Well, Sean Johnson, didn't he nail a conversion or something right at the death
I was in the sheds. I can't remember.
I think he did,
game,
yeah. No, cracking game. So that's an exciting one this weekend. Jimmy, how did you go? How was the bye weekend?
Yeah, mate, it was all right. We had a few days off through the week. Being a Thursday game this week, our week sort of started on Saturday, so through the weekend out a bit, but life's all good, mate.
And you guys are sitting in, I'm going to say 6th, sitting pretty. You happy with that?
Yeah, mate, we're in the top 8, so that's where you got to be. So, yeah, hopefully have a...
I'm feeling very negative. You seem negative today, and I don't like it. It's not you. It's not normally you.
Who's negative?
You seem very negative today. I don't know what's going on.
I just said we're in the 8 and that's where we want to be.
Yeah,
I don't know
but you
what's
said it
negative
with
about
no
that.
vigour. It sounds like you just, I don't know.
What he does.
You sound like the colour grey.
Toby, what he does.
Sorry, Tobes, you won a couple of footy games and you're happy again, mate. Good to see you back, brother.
Thanks,
All
mate.
right?
Good to be back,
Keep up
Jimmy.
the good work.
I will, mate. Keep sitting there pretty in 6. Sounds good.
What Jimmy does is when you talk to him about the Cowboys, he becomes very coy.
Okay.
He deflects.
He does.
I'm not
he
here
didn't
to
know what
talk
Val
about the
Holmes was
Cowboys.
like.
This is no one wants to hear about that, mate. We're not that
Good
podcast,
point.
so move on.
Good point.
Oh, move on. That's
Yeah,
bit,
so
bit
this
in
is,
that.
mate, this is what he does. He's the assistant coach when it's the Cowboys. The rest of the time, it's Jimmy Maloney.
Wait, you weren't
Yeah,
on, but
16
so you know,
clubs.
my daughter's now when Jimmy's running, Bobby Boucher's on the field for the Cowboys.
Bobby Boucher.
She go, Dad, Jimmy Maloney's on the field, and she says it like that. And I'm like, fuck, I love that.
That's gone.
Very, very good. And then Latsy, Dragons, what happened to them on the weekend?
Mate, my boy
Sharks.
tore him up.
Yeah.
He again, I was down there, and I'll give him a rap today. He's playing really well at the moment. Their last 3 games have looked really good, Cronulla. And to be honest, 5 weeks ago, I thought they were nearly going to fall out of the back 8. They weren't playing good at all. But no, they're playing really well. Daniel Atkinson's playing well. Dragons are just inconsistent. They'll play so well, then the next week you just don't know what you're going to get. And unfortunately, it was a poor performance.
How long until you're sitting in a pub claiming that Toby's run of form is because of guidance that you gave him? What's the turnaround? Is it 6 weeks?
Brother.
Have you already done it?
No.
Won't talk
Well,
about
if I've got to be on me face.
Latsy, what happened on the half time? Talk to us about the half time match that was going in. So obviously the Dragons got hammered in the main match, but how did you go in the half time show?
If I could stand up and walk away like Conor McGregor, we got the dub, 2-1. Louis was the Sharks captain. They've somehow made the old battler off the bench the captain for the Dragons. Suck that, professor. Benny, I had Benny Cray.
Yeah,
and no, but you bring negativity to me as a rugby league player. I smell it. Smell it.
No. I'm just.
You deserve to be captain of that team.
Thank you, bro.
So just to reset it for people if they missed last week, it was a touch footy match at halftime.
For 7 minutes.
on 7.
No, it was in 7 minutes.
But it was an all-star cast.
It was an all-star car, and then we had Damien Leaf, Craig Alexander, the world triathlete champion, played for them, and then this actor Simon Cowell. He was all right. That's him. That's the one I was thinking. Simon Cowell's the guy from English Idol.
Yeah. American Idol.
American Idol.
Yeah,
English Idol.
You're starting to let's keep doing.
And then, mate, our clairvoyant mate down the line, he predicted what the Melbourne Storm would do this week. They've rested all their players. He had a look into the future, and he called it on the potty last week. And
10 players, right?
Yeah.
They're resting.
But Melbourne will still win.
Yeah, I know.
Let's go.
And 11 days till this fight, now that you are a boxer.
Yeah.
How's that?
Getting real.
Yeah?
It's getting real. No, the prep's going good. Body's pretty sore at the moment, so I'll have a bit of a taper next week. But, it's getting definitely real now. I bought the boxing shorts the other day, put the cricket ball bag down the front to protect the eggs.
What colour shorts did you get, Latsy?
I'll send you the photo with me with the pants on.
Can we put it up on here?
I look pretty shredded. It's up to you.
Yeah, we'll put it up. Hey, Steve, we'll put it up now if we can. And then we'll react. Whoa, Latsy, you're looking great.
Yeah, thanks.
That colour scheme was wow.
No, I didn't go anything too leery. I've got black. I'm Tyson Frizzell with the footy boots.
Okay.
And my shoes are black. But I've had them for a while.
Are you looking at tape of the guy yet? Are you watching? Do you know your
No,
moves?
but I did find out a bit more about him this week. So, mate, I'm really looking forward to it. It'll be, obviously, very outside the comfort zone, but I love challenging myself and, yeah.
Very exciting. September 7th.
Latsy, hold on.
Here we go.
Speaking of boxing, no, coincidentally, we just, after our captain's run at team lunch, we had Liam Paro, the Aussie.
Man, he's the man.
Yeah, 25-0. He's a world title holder because he's a Mackay boy, and he's up looking to hopefully
Fight up there?
do his next fight. Yeah, at Country Bank Stadium up there. So Mate, he was pretty awesome to talk to. Got a different mindset to yours. A lot tougher, I reckon.
There he is. Wait, I watched that fight against the guy he beat, and that guy is a weapon. And he went over to maybe Puerto Rico or one of the Central American
Puerto
countries.
Rico,
Yeah,
yeah.
and he beat this guy who no one wanted to fight.
Jimmy, did you let him know that you've
Mate,
got...
the bloke that he fought had 20 wins, 20 knockouts,
Yeah.
and actually killed a bloke in the ring.
Yeah.
And why is he getting in the ring?
Yeah.
And then
he
got in
went
and
to a place where
punched the
no,
shit out of him.
no
How
one thought he
good.
would win.
What a
Yeah, well.
legend.
So did you let him know that you've got another fight lined up for him? A mate of yours that's about to go 1-0.
Well, I said, if you need any sparring partners, I've got a big goofy fucking mate who'd love to be a boxing man for you.
Very good. September 7th, tickets at...
JeremyLattimore.com. Send me a message.
Very good.
They're sold out. They're
Yeah,
sold
of
out.
course they are, mate. Lots of people want to queue up to watch Latsy. Go around. Are you going to go
Go
watch it?
down
Oh,
or
no,
round?
go round. I said round. I
You're
said
in
round.
the line.
No,
heard round.
He's
I heard
positive.
round.
He's
I heard
positive.
round.
You're bringing
No,
me down.
I was going to go down, but we go round. I was going to go round, but we are playing in Manly on the Sunday at 2:00, so we're staying in Manly on Saturday
You want to stay
night.
at mine?
Yeah. Wait, is that the wrong way? Nah.
No, yeah.
Can you not drive a car from Manly to Bankstown?
Yeah, I'll be
Are
there.
the roads closed?
No
or something?
license, mate. Thank you very much. Haven't had it on for 4 months. Thanks for keeping up with me.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Get an Uber, mate. You're welcome.
Gravel
Okay.
boys, love it. Let's go. What's
Budgy
next?
Smuggler. They are our apparel partner. And there's a little slight difference here. We need to talk about Budgy Smugglers. Now, Father's Day is around the corner. So it is time to stock up for your old man. 3 of us here are dads. So hopefully our children see this.
And I haven't got a dad, so that's perfect. There we go.
But you know what you can do? You are the father to your dog. Oh, it's not even your dog.
No, it's my brother's dog.
Rufus.
It's your brother's dog. Your uncle's
brother's
dog. You're a fatherly figure to your brother's dog.
Yes, I
He's
am.
here today
So-
for the viewers and the listeners. And he's the best dog in the world.
He's
Do you want to pick him up
Yeah.
just so they can see him? Can somebody
Yeah, Louis,
pick-
come here.
Louis?
Come here.
Just while you've got Louis, I'm going to go through this. So what you can do is you get your old man a gift he actually wants for Father's Day. The jumpers we've seen, the hats, I'm wearing one. Toby's got one on as well. The undies, are you wearing the undies? Otherwise, the undies.
Oh, I do.
There we go. Pull them up. Louis up on the table. The big news today is that our discount code is now store-wide. So it's not just the stuff that I've said, not just the jumpers, the hats, etc. You can get anything using our code. It's now Journeymen RL. Journeymen RL. So can we put this at the bottom of the screen, Steve? Maybe a little thing that says Journeymen RL. It gives you 20% off store-wide. So if you jump on right now, you can get something for Father's Day. Get it for yourself, get it for your father, get it for your mother. Actually, get it for anybody. Does not really matter. Yeah, do yourself a favour, get around it, support the podcast. Because what people do, Louis, if you're listening, is Budgy Smuggler can get on. They can see how many people have gone on. If a lot of people have, then they continue to support us. For those of you listening to the pod, you need to tune in. Currently, Louis is sitting in the middle of the table, just chilling. What a dog.
What a dog, man. Eh?
What a cool dog.
He's so good, man.
All right, go stock up, get sorted for the summer of smuggling ahead. You'll be out in your smugglers this summer, won't you, Toby?
I'll be Kano's, mate. Yes, I'll
Yeah,
be.
you will you be out in your
And they got
smugglers?
singlets coming out too.
They do too. They've got, which I think we're going to sport
We're
some
gonna
in here.
we'll do a shout out. Yeah, let's go.
Well, there's not many shows with guys with bigger guns than this show, eh?
Well, not really. I'm skinny.
yeah.
You are skinny. You look like
Yeah,
Louis.
I'm
kinda.
skinny as.
Yeah.
But is that because you're tapering or you're going up or you're going
No,
down?
I'm still the same weight, but I'm just leaning up.
Perfect. Well, we'll get that photo. We'll have a look. All right, brand new segment, Life and Times of Jerry. Jimmy found that funny.
I saw him start laughing straight away.
Oh, sorry, mate.
Life and Times of Jerry and Jimmy. Have you got one for us, Jimmy?
Yeah.
Sounds very convincing.
I know.
Yeah, no. All right, there was going back, it would have been probably 2008, it must have been, after we won the Wentworthville reserve grade comp. The real long one where we all missed field goals and finally scored a try and won. And we went up to Newcastle for a night out. We were staying at our mate John O'Wright's house, went out to Newcastle and went out at Fanny's. The old Fanny's. I'm not sure if it's still going up there, but anyone who doesn't know, Latsy, when he gets on the piss and has a bit too much, he gets really sloppy. He becomes a really sloppy man. So we've all had a good night in Fanny's, and we come outside, and I remember across the road, there's like the fence that backed onto the train tracks or whatever, and Latsy's like half asleep, like couched up against that. And throughout the night, or the way he was getting all sloppy, he'd sort of earned the nickname Frank from Frank the Tank and Old School.
Oh, grouse.
So he was sitting there like this, and he'd sort of come in and waves where he was all right, and then he was sort of going back into hibernation and being half asleep, and someone's gone, oh, Frank's up, have a look at him, and he's up and he's getting around. So everyone's finding it amusing to get into him and give him a bit of stick. And Justin Horrow was there with us, and he starts giving it to Latsy, and then Latsy must have like got the shit, so then he started chasing him. So he's running around chasing Hoz down the street, and I think he's catching on him, and then Hoz goes to step to get out of his way, hits the deck, and he's screaming like that he's hurt his ankle. So obviously we're all full of drink and we're not really buying into it. So we end up getting a ride back home in the car, and Hoz is in the back in the middle seat with his ankle up on the, like, not the glove box, what's the middle centre console thing in between your cars, sitting there, and people, I think I was in the front seat and like kept knocking it with my elbow, and he's going, fuck, I broke my ankle, mate. And we're not buying it. We're all like, oh, bullshit, Hoz, yeah, nice one. But as it turned out, Hoz did fucking break his ankle. So he done his ankle trying to run away from Latsy, went on the piss. And it was not long before, I think only a week or not long after
I think it was a week
we
after.
went to Cairns for our trip away. So we spent most of the time with Hoz in a shopping trolley to get him from bar to bar, and he was on crutches and that on the trip away. So a little bit of fun.
Fair bit of sold on that, but it is true that I did chase after him.
When he broke his ankle.
Mucking around, and then I went, oi! And then I think he fell down and hurt his leg.
Well, he broke his ankle, so it sounds like it.
Yeah.
Hurt his leg.
Did you say sorry?
No.
No, he was not sorry at all. There was no sympathy.
Oh,
but,
man.
you know,
No,
you
of
get
course I
that in the
did.
big jobs, don't you?
Scope.
Reminds me, though,
he's my mate.
he talks about you being a sloppy drunk. You fell into a fountain in Bali, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
'Cause-
Oh,
That was on
I did.
purpose.
That's,
No, but I
that's
was
some good
dancing.
footage we could.
Yeah, we'll
we
roll
could
that
add
in
to.
here, Steve. You fell in. Was that on purpose? Did you fall in on
I
purpose?
wasn't even that drunk there. I was just dancing, mucking around, and split my head open, fell in the shell.
Yeah, because I thought it was at La Favela, if I'm not mistaken.
No,
Yeah,
not La Favela, the Mexican place.
no,
Motel
there's no fountain there.
Mexicola, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
Mexicola.
I thought, from my memory, it was you had your arm around, was it Lomax? And you went back and, or am I thinking of someone else?
No, Lomax was there.
Yeah, you had your arm around him and you went, all right, we're going here. And you just literally went back to sort of get him in the drink as well. That was what I thought happened from memory.
I can't even remember.
We'll play the video
There
back.
is.
Yeah,
Big
yeah,
Regan
yeah.
Campbell Gillard's got it.
Okay.
He sent it to me when you were on our show,
Oh, there you go.
and we rolled it in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sweet Nelly.
Well, you guys had a mad, like, fun career, hey, you and Jimmy. Like,
Yeah, we did.
Every time it's just, there's a new NRL player I didn't know you guys played with in 2002 and whatever. And
That's the beauty of the Journeymen.
mate, it's a pleasure to be a part of. Thanks for having me.
Do you
here.
think
Yeah.
it's as? I mean, these boys had fun. Do you think currently it's a bit beisier than it was? Like you got to be
Yeah,
more
of course.
careful.
Yeah, well,
They
2008.
don't have as much fun as we did. No way in the world.
But also, if you consider it, these lads didn't have as much fun as they did in the 80s as well, in the
Yeah.
90s. So
Correct.
It just-
I
But they
reckon
didn't get
that's
as
fair.
paid well back then.
That's true. So,
Well, sorry, same as me, but Maloney
Yeah.
got paid a fair bit.
so
more.
where is it?
just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Don't be down on your career, mate.
I'm
Don't be-
not Gravity.
So where in 15 years is it going to be? Is it just going to be players? They'll live at the club in bunk beds.
Yeah, you know
And
what?
they're
It'd be like
only
the APL.
released-
It'd be like the APL soccer. They'll just be having
Yeah,
private
yeah.
parties and.
Yep.
Nah,
Yeah.
it'll go throwback. It'll go full circle, and
I
it'll
hope
go
so.
back to the
I hope
80s.
so.
If he's head coach at a football club, yeah, it will be at their club.
Yeah, correct.
Hey, do you remember Maloney? Come to my house.
There's some things that'll never change. You'll never, you never build camaraderie in a team without alcohol. I'm telling you, that will never change.
Yeah.
Wise words, Vince Lombardi. I mean, James Maloney.
I think we have to say drink responsibly. I think
Yeah,
legally
come on,
there.
man. We don't even have a beer sponsor, Jimmy. Don't
I'm
you
with
own,
you though,
don't you own-
Jimmy.
Don't you own a beer company, man?
Strider beer. Have you ever tasted that?
Yeah, well, tip
Hey,
us,
nectar of the gods.
Yeah,
tip us some money and we can start shouting it out on the potty.
absolutely. Hey, could this segment be brought to you by that beer?
Maybe, yeah.
Called-
Throwbacks
Well,
to
Latsy
Jimmy.
was going
Throwbacks
to
to
get
Jimmy.
sponsored for his fight by that beer, but he didn't want to give me the space on the front of the shirt. So that's
Is that
his.
fact or fiction?
Mate, he's got, because all my mates have like helping out at Battler boxing and, so I can help my trainer. And he's like, how much for the front? I'm like, what do you mean? Because I was charging the boys $500 for the back, which is standard. And he's like, how much for the front? And I said 10 grand. He goes, sweet. But he goes, you're not going to know what it is until you walk out to the fight. So I could only imagine with his crook mind what it would be.
Yeah.
And it'd be something real offensive. And I've got a few ideas where he's going to go with it. So
as if you wouldn't let that happen for 10 grand. It sounds like a win-win.
No, I wouldn't want to give him the satisfaction.
What wise words.
Thank you, sir.
That's a good would you rather. Would you rather take 10 grand and let Jimmy Maloney put a picture
Full
on
ownership.
your shirt?
Full ownership.
Yeah.
Or would you not take the cash?
I'd take 10 grand.
I'd take 10 grand as well.
There's nothing you could put on there that would bother me.
I think it's your ego that's the problem here.
Oh, really, Jimmy? You want to have a bet on that?
Yeah.
That little
Sweet.
portobello?
Give me 10 grand, mate. I'll give you a funner shirt that I'll wear for a week, not just out to one boxing match.
Mate, I'm
I'll
sure
wear
that
it
you're.
every day for a week.
I'm sure your boss Michael Luck wouldn't let you wear the shirt. I'd make you wear champion.
Well, that's what you.
No.
What about 10 grand for the front of the blue shirt?
Huh?
When he's running around.
Who,
on the
Bobby
field.
Boucher.
Yeah. Such a good movie. All right, let's do other footy news. There's a bit ticking about. I love this one. 750K, Tom Trbojevic has said he'll hand back to Manly
Wow.
for the next 2 seasons, but the NRL has blocked it. So he's basically said, because he's played so few games, he's about to play, I think, his 19th game, which is the most he's played in like the last 5 years. He's played 11, he's played 10.
Isn't that honourable though? Like that, I really respect that. But it's shit from the NRL for blocking it.
Yeah, why can't it be? If someone's willing to do it and willing to sacrifice the salaries cap, what am I trying to say here? The salary cap space for their team. Why are they not? Yeah.
Well, that's exactly what he said. He feels a bit guilty because he's been taking the cash and not playing. So if he frees up 750K, they can go into the market and get somebody else and make them a premiership team again.
I'm sure the way James is, I know he would, if he was in a similar position, he would not do a thing like that.
Maloney, would you ever...
Rebuttal?
Would I give back 750K? Fuck no. Not a chance. But how are they going to what was he saying? Like he'll take 750,000 less next year.
No,
give it back.
he was going to take. So let's just say he's on 1.1. He was willing to drop his contract to 750.
So
per
that's
season.
not giving back 750.
No,
then.
well, maybe it was across 2 years, lad.
Yeah, it says he was... Tom Trbojevic was going to drop his salary by a
it is 2
whopping
years
750K across the next 2 seasons.
So he's giving back 750.
So,
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, and the idea being...
So then why can he could just? What's stopping him from just like downgrading and extending? You know what I mean? Sign a new deal. Why would that not be eligible if he wanted to actually do it? What's the reason for that? If he goes, okay, Manly's going to lodge a new contract, he's going to be on this.
I was listening to the captain's run with Cameron Smith, and he was saying that the NRL values players. So they...
Yeah, that's true 100%. That they go, if you're worth this, we won't accept that you're playing for this. So you can't have... Penrith can't say, well, we're only paying Nathan Cleary $500,000 this year because they know that he's worth that. So then that goes, well, where's he getting the other money from? And then maybe that's the thing that, if the NRL are going, hold on, he's going to take 750 on the books, but... is he getting? That's like because that's an unusual thing for someone to do. A player to go and give, throw away 750,000 over 2 years. So then the question gets raised from their point of view, from the NRL. Well, is he getting something backhanded to make up for that? So I suppose that's sort of understandable.
Mate, I'd love to know this guy who's telling what players' salaries are. Like the club across the road, mate. Some of them players must be severely undervalued by this guy's
What are you
measurements.
accusing the Roosters
No,
of?
I'm not. But you look at their players on paper, like it's a phenomenal squad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's
us to
the
leave
big
it there?
names for the Roosters, Latsy? Like if you're talking,
Well, you
so
look-
if you go Manly got DCE on a bomb, both Trbojevic brothers on a bomb.
Yeah.
I don't know what that Olakau'atu could well be on big money
He'd be
now.
going up now.
So I don't know what they paid for Brooks and all that, but like who are the Roosters got that are on like top shelf money like that?
Well,
Teddy?
you go Teddy. Obviously, Tupou would be mid-range.
Hargraves.
Joey Manu would be huge.
Crichton.
Dom Young they signed from the Knights last year.
Sam Walker.
I don't think he's come for a pie and a
Sam
Kenny
Walker wouldn't be on big money. He's renewing his contract now. He's only been playing.
So he was, But then you look at the middle. They brought Spencer in.
Yeah, he's on
They've
a
got
bomb.
Crichton.
So why are we going through their list again? What are we?
No, just he asked, who would be on big money there. Then you got Victor Radley. He'd be on a bucket.
But we. Okay,
I
but we're not
I
accusing.
don't think they're bucket. They're guys that are on good money. They're not like $1 million plus players. When you're talking about.
Is this because
good
you're
back
there?
row.
You're on the golden
No, but
handshake at some
I'm just
point.
saying, like,
Rooster,
if you're
always
paying,
a
like you're
Rooster.
talking about
Always a
Tupu on a winger, you're not paying
No.
a winger $1 million. You're not paying many back rowers. Like I don't think any back rower would be earning $1 million.
Yeah, no, Angus Crichton is. I think every single person we've mentioned is on north of like 700,000 to 800,000.
You'd think so,
Yeah,
wouldn't you?
you'd have to. Right.
So
What do you think, Ian Schubert, down the line?
let's be
Russell
very clear
Fairfax.
here. We're not doing maths on them for any particular
Nah.
reason, and we're not accusing them of anything.
No, not
And
at
they-
all.
and play on.
It's just,
Play
I just
on.
think they're gun players.
They are gun
we got to
players.
ask the question. We answered it. Right?
Yeah.
We did. Let me ask you, Jimmy. Tommy said he feels guilty because he's taken heaps of cash and not playing many games. Would you ever feel guilty for
I
playing
played
less?
all the games. I didn't miss games through injury.
But let's say
Some-
you did.
No, well that's hypothetical.
So hypothetically, answer the question.
Well, hypothetically, no, I wouldn't feel that guilty.
All right, so how long do we have with you, Jimmy, before you have to bolt? Because we'll keep this thing moving along because I'm conscious of him throwing the toys out of the cot and he has to go.
Hey, we are moving along, big guy.
Let's
In
move,
your
Jeremy.
face,
What's
Jeremy.
happening, mate?
Let's take a look at James Graham's radical plan for Parramatta to avoid the NRL wooden spoon. He said, it was probably on this podcast, it was on Triple M. He said that they should rest players in the second to last game against the Dragons so that they can beat the Tigers in the last round and avoid the spoon. He said, if it's good enough for the Storm, good enough for the top, it's good enough for the bottom. Jammer, what do you think? What does everybody think about that?
You
It's a
said
radical
Jammer.
idea.
Who's Jammer? Am I a Jammer? Is Jimmy Jammer? Is Toby Jammer? You said Jammer.
Jammer is James Graham.
Yeah,
who
you
I'm
said
talking about.
Gem. What do you think?
No, as in jammer. Like I was just finishing up by saying. It might have been a weird way to phrase it.
Curveball, yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No.
What do you
I
think?
don't know.
Radical
Yeah,
idea.
I don't know.
I think it's
There's also
stupid.
a thing. Parramatta, I believe Parramatta have the bye the second last game. Oh no, the Tigers have the bye the second last game.
Going into that.
Going into that.
This
So
week.
Parra have
That's
to
this
win.
week.
Yeah, Parra have to win this week to actually be, in contention to not get the spoon. So I
No,
don't
no,
know
no.
why.
I don't
No.
think they can. I think they got better. Is that yours?
That's
they
my
got
yellow.
way better for and against. So
okay.
I'm pretty sure that, whoever wins that last game, unless they somehow beat Dragons this week, which
No,
they're a chance.
the conversation was that it won't matter. Regardless of results this weekend, they will play off next week for the wooden spoon.
Okay.
Apparently that's how it works, regardless of results this week. So that's when he stemmed the conversation. But
Really?
I don't know. To me, it doesn't make any sense because
Latter say?
Parra are going shit house this year. They're going awful. So who are you going to replace them with? Like, I think you're just throwing out debuts to nobodies for nothing, and I don't think that's the right way to go about it.
Yeah, true. So Parra currently is 16th, Tigers 17th.
Sorry, on what points?
Both on 16, but the Parras played one less game than the Tigers, which is where
Yeah, but then Tigers are going to get 2 points this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So they're
but then if they beat them next week, they'll end up back on the same, and they got better
Yeah.
for and against.
That's right. So Parra's
Welcome.
60 points in front.
But what if Parra beat Dragons this week?
Tigers have a bye.
yeah, so they both still be on the same.
Yeah, so they both stay on the same
So
point.
that's going to be the spoon bowl no matter what.
Nice, Jeremy.
But if Dragons beat Parra, I'm confused. If Dragons beat
I'm
Parra,
so
they'll be
confused.
If Dragons beat, but
Do you know what's scary
I get
about
it. I
this?
get it.
Jeremy Lattimore works in finance with numbers.
I don't
That's
have the
concerning.
spreadsheet in front of me, Sheminator.
So do we like Jammer's idea or not? What are we going with? No.
No,
No.
shit idea.
Shit idea. Oh, well.
I'll pass it on.
Okay, so what about this one? Do we like the idea of the NRL buying a private jet? Talk of the Perth Reds, 2027, Papua New Guinea perhaps in 2028. There's a couple of clubs which
like it.
currently your Cowboys CEO, Jimmy, and also I think the Warriors CEO came out during the week and said, hey, let's invest.
Jeff's a great bloke. Honestly, I agree with what Jeff says. Jimmy Jeff Sniffer.
Jeff.
Jeff Reebel, your chief executive. Wow, foot in mouth.
So he's come out.
Reliable.
Cool.
Cool.
Good chat.
Anyway, they've said that, they should invest so that, if clubs are flying from Perth to Papua New Guinea and the Papua New Guinea to Melbourne and across the Warriors, like lots of flying, lots of miles, the NRL should invest in a private jet. Do you think this is a good thing? Have they got spare $15 million? Can you get a decent-sized jet for $15 million? Probably not.
This is too much numbers for me, to be honest. I don't know about the logistics of it and everything.
I think, is it a depreciating asset, a jet? And I'm sure you can use that against, on the profit and loss statement. Anyway, I don't want to bore you with the numbers. But look, I think it'd be a great investment. I think that is actually smart.
Jimmy, would you love it? You finish up in Perth and you're heading up to North Queensland and Andrew Abdo says, Jimmy, jump up the front with me. We're on the private jet.
No, I'm sitting next to Michael and Jeff.
I don't know if Andrew Abdo would be on it, but I think it has been floated because obviously pending schedules and that you've got like a Thursday game, Friday, or whatever. If they had access to one that they could basically, if it was someone was playing somewhere on a Thursday, they could run that to there on a Friday, get as much use out of it over the period of the weekend, and it's going to save them. Because the NRL cover all the travel costs now at the moment, so they're paying, if they can pick up, 3 or 4 runs on a weekend, then it's going to cut out all those tickets and stuff like that. And then it could even cut down, depending on how early before games, it could cut down on travel, like accommodation expenses and stuff like that. So, yeah, who knows?
Good idea. Do you reckon it would be a dry jet? Would there be booze on there?
Not even Maloney's having a say in it.
Any red wine?
Mate, if Jimmy played a 3 o'clock game in Sydney on a Saturday, he could be back at the Mad Cow by 10 p.m. Getting free.
There you go. Sold. We should get one.
Sorry, you were going to say something there, Toby. I interrupted.
No, I fully forgot what I was going to say, so let's move on.
Sorry about that, mate. Right, the Mole Tigers, they're disappointed that a rule might rob Lachie Galvin of the Rookie of the Year gong at the Dally M's. He's had a 2-week suspension. Gents, it is pretty silly.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
2 weeks out of 27-week comp.
And a hip drop.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a harsh rule. They do something similar with the Brownlow, don't they, in AFL?
Yep, same thing.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, get rid
They
of it.
do it with the Dally M too, don't they?
Yep.
Do they in the Dally M? And you can't get it if you
why
get
it
suspension.
affects. They wouldn't not have it affect the Dally M and then affect the Rookie of the Year, would they?
I'm assuming it's across all awards, is it?
I think if you're getting punished and you're missing games, you're still be in contention, irregardless.
There probably should be a cap, right? Let's say 5 weeks, 6 weeks. Like 2 weeks isn't much.
That's nothing.
Especially for a hip drop. It's not like it's the most violent thing in sport.
What about this? Do you remember who won Rookie of the year you blokes all started playing?
Jimmy, me and you were the same year. Do you remember?
No.
Wasn't me or you?
What year did you start playing, boys?
09. I was 09.
2009 Rookie and of the Year. Tally M. Let's see if I can. Of course you got it. Would you remember who won the Dally M that year?
09,
No.
Thursday?
Wasn't it Hayne?
No,
Oh, yeah,
Hainsey,
Hainsey
wasn't
had a
it?
blinder,
Was
yeah.
that the
Oh, sorry, I was
run?
at the club with him.
Yeah, thought so.
That was Hainsey. The Rookie of the Year, ladies and gentlemen. Let me have a look here.
Michael Jennings?
I can't find it now. Who was
Jamal Idris.
Jamal Idris.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Old teammate?
Where'd you play with him?
Penrith.
Penrith. Nice. Good
Reef.
player. Very good player. And do you know what year were you?
Yeah, no, mine was Harry Grant, 2020. Yeah.
He's
Did
kicked
you
on.
only debut in 2020?
Yeah. 4 years ago. Well, 5 years ago.
Dally M's. Jimmy, have you
Jimmy
been to a
old.
couple? Do you enjoy the Dally M's night?
They were all good. It was a bit more fun if you're already knocked out. If you're still playing, it was just sort of ticking a box.
Grand final problems.
Did you ever
God
play in
bless.
one?
No.
No. What was the furthest you went?
One before grand final.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Para?
But the
Penrith.
thing was that year, Toby, they did the lap of honour like they won it after the first semi-final.
We beat
Oh, I heard
Maloney.
about that. I remember that. That's
We beat Maloney. Yeah.
And that's where it all went unhinged. when they thought they'd won it after the first semi.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, the last one I wanted to go with Latrell Mitchell, right? We've covered it a bit the last couple of weeks.
What's he doing now?
Well, no, he's gone in and fronted the Rabbitohs power brokers. So the representatives of the power brokers. So it was Russell Crowe, James Packer, and Mike Cannon Brooks. Oh, am I keeping you up there? That's
Sorry, bro. I don't hit many flat spots, but one just come out of nowhere and hit me.
Really, because of this. Yeah, and then what am I saying? So the heading in the Daily Telegraph was Latrell Mitchell breaks silence on white substance scandal after meeting South Sydney board. Can I tell you what he said? So a journo asked him, what was going on in that photo? Can you tell us? I don't know which journo. I know all the journos' voices. I know what Phil Rothfield sounds like. I know it wasn't Kenty. He's not there. I know what Brent Reed sounds like. I don't know who this bloke was. And he said, Mitchell said, to be honest, I don't really know. We will just leave it there, eh? Is that really breaking the silence on the white substance?
But like, yeah.
I know. What do they want him to say as well?
I
He's
know.
walking to his car.
Yeah.
Thanks for asking, actually. I really wanted to explain.
Yeah. Oh, well, give me a minute. I'll come back. We're just going to go out the back and like, God, they ask some dumb questions. I love when, like, you see Ange Postecoglou sometimes is ripped into a few journos when they ask stupid questions.
Yeah.
I love seeing them bounce back at him.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is that the journo is asking the question. He doesn't care about the response.
No.
Because he's going to print it no matter what because he's asked the hard-hitting question.
Yeah.
Well, he's printed it as such. He printed
That's
it as,
right, yeah.
Latrell
And he
breaking
writes that he
silence.
breaks the silence. Well, no, he didn't. He didn't say anything.
Yeah.
And he's at the pub with his mates and hit Latrell with a curly one today.
Got it. Didn't see it coming. All right, hey, that's other footy news.
I got other
you got
footy
one?
news. I got one
go
on
for it.
our man Jimmy. I saw Cole Felt. He's going to the Super League. How's the troops been up there around that?
Yeah, good. It's obviously last home game for us up here. So Jakey Granville finishing up here after a good stint, and Felty, obviously two life members, have played over 200 games. So, yeah, they'll get farewelled off the right way up here, hopefully after a win. But, mate, he's made the decision. He's happy with it. Yeah, move on to business. But, yeah, life's good up here, mate.
Yep, nice. I didn't ask about out there. I just meant ask Kyle, but thanks for
Thanks for letting us know.
Some,
You're really
You should
Yeah.
ask Kyle, mate. If you want to hear about Kyle, go ask Kyle.
Mate,
you know him.
you know what? He's way better in the morning. He's really flat this afternoon. Have you had a
Yeah.
rough day?
I've noticed with Jimmy, though, if you ask him questions about the Cowboys,
You reckon
Lost
that's what it
Rugby?
was? Oh, I'm actually loving it. We're all bouncing in here today, and he's like James
Gravity.
Flattermore. He took half my surname.
Jimmy, Kyle Felt, though, this might be an opportunity, like a pretty amazing career. Obviously, when he scored that try in the 2015 grand final, played a couple of games of Origin.
Oh, yeah, he definitely failed it.
Was that the joke you wrote in the car? No. Because you said you wrote a joke in the
No,
car.
it was the Band-Aid when I saw it. I was
Okay.
fucking couldn't get my head around.
No,
hot
it's
in
pretty
here.
good, actually, to be fair.
It's getting hot in here.
Jimmy, do you think so? He'll go away to the Super League. Do you think he'll come back and be involved in the club? Stay a Cowboy for life?
He's definitely. He said he'll always come back home. So, well, look, I really don't know.
Life's gotta be
well, I
about-
don't know what he's doing
Straight
after
back.
footy,
Here we go.
mate.
Don Bradman.
Well, what do you want me to do? I don't know what he's doing after footy.
Hopefully-
Go talk to him. I don't speak to him about that. I've spoke to him.
Oh, so you're saying you got
excited to
beef? You
go
don't
over.
talk to him. He just said he doesn't
He's
talk to
breaking
Kyle
excited
Felt.
to
news.
go over to England, mate, and do something different. So, a good opportunity for him and the kids and the family.
Is life good up there, Jimmy?
Hey, it's all right, mate. Winning footy games like you are, mate. You'll know how it is now.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's a bit in
okay,
that.
okay.
I love this chat.
You beat us once in 4 years. Good on you. What's next?
Anyway, over to Nelly. Go, Nelly.
Is there any way that you guys can meet in the
Yeah, 100% they could.
second round?
Yep.
Second.
Nah, well, we're going to win, so I doubt it.
Okay.
And they won't
is
make
good.
it to week 3.
No, unlikely.
All right, let's get into positive place or round preview. What do you want to do? I'll leave it dealer's choice.
Let's go positive place. What was that?
Positive place today. Let's align our chakras. Let's burn our incense. Is there a rooster?
Yeah, I
where
heard
you
that.
are, Jimmy?
He's a chair.
Oh, okay.
He's such a child.
Time for the positive place. The question I asked you: my question was, who is the best footy player that you consider one of your best mates? You then broadened it, which I love, to best athlete. It's the person you talk to every second week. If you're having a barbie, they're coming around. If you're getting married, there's a chance they'll be in the bridal party. I'm talking best mate. Would you like to go first, Toby?
Yeah. Oh, in terms of that, someone that close to me that's such a good, talented football player, I suppose the one that jumps to mind would be Nico. He's definitely a very close friend of mine, quite talented. But one that I was close with earlier in my career was Sam Burgess. We were best mates at one point. And in 2017, when I was there, I was 21 years old, and he didn't really have to give me the time of day, but he went out of his way to make everyone there feel welcome. And I was living in Maroubra at the time, so was he. So I'd go around to his house a fair bit and chew the fat, spin the yarn, as they'd say. And mate, he was just such a generous man. And probably the best forward, in my opinion, to play the game of rugby league. So I have to say those two guys from my point of view.
Nice.
So why did you ask us to expand it to all athletes?
No, because you were saying...
No, Sammy played rugby. Is that what it was? Sammy played rugby.
You were saying athlete, so I just I clarified.
No, fair play. Are you hoping for a contract at Warrington at some point?
No.
No.
We'll chat about that.
Yeah.
All right, Latsy, would you like to go next? You got to
Well, mate,
beat Nico and Sam Burgess.
Yeah.
No, you can't say him.
Obviously, I got Jimmy down the line, so I'm not going to say him. My great mate Simon Mannering, he come to my wedding. Warriors legend, Warriors captain. No, he's not my boss anywhere like Lucky was for Maloney. He was just an all-around fantastic guy. Mate. Obviously a leader of the club, but he was great fun to have beers with and someone I really loved and respected from my time at the Warriors. Probably the only bloke in the team outside of Lucky. Nah, jokes.
So, okay, perfect. So Simon Mannering, Sam Burgess, Nico Hines.
And Jimmy was all right too.
Jimmy was pretty good.
He was in my Greens party actually, and he was up on stage blind, going, if anyone wants to come round to mine and Uncle Nick's house, he's only just signed at the Roosters, hadn't even started there. And he's on the microphone going, if you want to come round to mine and Uncle Nick for a barbecue, get your details off Lats. Is that true, Jimmy?
I don't know. I don't remember.
There's no sold on that. I get my mates
It
from
might
Port
be
all
some
the time.
GST because I don't remember. But anyway, we'll run with it, bro.
All right, your most talented athlete friend that you consider a best mate.
Probably Piercy. Piercy, talented on the footy field, not so talented off there. But
You played with Sonny Bill.
Good mate of mine, obviously. Linked up with him again in France. Obviously, I wasn't playing there with him, but he was living just down the road, and still a really good mate of mine.
Mitchie Pearce, that's pretty good. Sorry, Latsy.
Have you got one?
An athlete.
Matthew Johnson.
DCE? Does he? Jimmy, great minds think alike, bro.
Yeah, DCE. Daly Cherry
Johns?
Evans. Matty Johns. I don't
Yeah,
know.
you've done a fair bit together.
Yeah. Fletch, Brian Fletcher.
I love Fletch.
He's a mate.
Athlete.
What
You're
did you
not
do
saying
together with
Fletcher's an athlete?
Fletch?
Him and Jimmy got Ubers together.
I used to make Fletch and Hindy way back when, but let me just say I have not made it for the last 4 years. So please don't come at me.
What are you trying to say?
I'm just saying I haven't seen it for a long time. So, but I'm
Any reason?
huh?
Yeah, why?
I couldn't
Just
afford
flat stick.
Foxtel.
Oh, I just deleted KO for the off season because my young bloke made me get KO for the footy
Yeah.
season, and he doesn't
Yeah.
even know
I
yet. So
can't-
when he
I
comes
can't
back to
afford
my
it.
house, he's going to be off me.
Yeah,
Okay.
mate, I'm with you. I've turned it off. Okay, so very good answers, everybody there. Let's get on to our round preview. I'm conscious of time here, and I know that most people would just skip forward to this because this is their favourite bit. This is where we really get in depth. Let me find it on my actual phone. First game, I believe, is on Friday.
Cows and Storms.
Thursday. Cows and Storm.
Mate, well, Kyle Felt's last game up there, Jakey Granville, I found that in my stat sheet. Let's go. Melbourne Storm rested all their players, but Munster and Pappenhausen are still playing. I reckon they'll jag a win.
Jimmy, are you resting anybody?
Yeah, I'm not going to play this week, so we'll send someone else out with
We
the
got
water
lucky on the
this
water.
week, so, Cows will win.
There we go.
Who are they versing? Sorry, the Storm.
Storm.
Okay.
But the Storm are resting 10 players. There's like 3 or 4 debutants. There's
The Storm rested 10 players against us in 2021.
And beat you.
And Dan Atkinson that was his debut game, plays
Yep.
for us now. Come on in the middle. We had to win to make the 8, and they beat us.
That's interesting. So who are you going, Storm or Cowboys?
Yeah, definitely Storm.
Okay, there you go. Doggies are on a heater, as we all know. They take on the mighty Manly Seagulls at a core. You got anything from that game?
Crichton and Mina are out.
Yep.
Eagles dropped that game against Tigers, which, mate, that's... hey, Maloney picked that, actually.
He did. He said there's something about Leichhardt.
But, yeah, I don't know. I think the Bulldogs are just... They're playing a fantastic brand of rugby league. They're a massive smoky for the competition.
Do you think they could sneak into the 8 if the Panthers falter at these last 2
Sorry,
hurdles?
are you sweet?
What do you mean? You don't think so?
Bulldogs?
Yeah. Not in the 8.
Bulldogs
the
are
4.
like-
The
You said
4.
8, you said
Apologies,
8.
I said 8. I meant the 4. I'm
That'd be at
concussed.
Cronulla or Penrith.
Yeah.
No.
No? There is some... No?
I don't think they will, no.
I think Based
Well,
off
they
Manly
could.
last week.
When Warriors beat Cronulla this week, they could skip ahead of them.
You're going to lose to the Storm and the resting 10 players. Next question.
Did everybody go to the doggies then? Doggies,
Yeah,
Seagulls?
I'm going the Dogs. James?
I'm going Eagles.
Dogs.
I'm going Seagulls. Panthers, Rabbitohs.
A few changes there. I saw Taruva and Alamotti are back in because they've been playing McLean and
Dane
Laurie. Yeah. But they dropped that game in Canberra. I don't know. I still feel like Panthers.
Panthers will win.
Yeah. Well, Rabbits. Yeah, Murray's out for the season too. He fought to get off a ban, but he's out for the year.
Toby.
Yeah, I'm back in Penrith.
Okay. Eels, Dragons, Latsy.
Danger game for the Dragons. Generally on our win-loss, we'll win this week. So definitely go on them anyway.
Okay. You?
Yeah, I'll back the Dragons. You know, they're one loss away from being out of the 8.
Yeah,
is that
correct.
right?
Yeah.
So they're playing for a lot this week.
That ladder is so congested.
Yeah.
Now you got Redcliffe,
Canberra.
Knights, Canberra, and then Broncos are there as well.
2 points
So
below.
they need to win.
Jimmy, we going Eels or Dragons?
We'd hope they win if they want to. Dragons will win if they want to play semi-final football. So otherwise, it might be curtains for their year.
Great insight.
Are you hoping for them to be curtains?
No, it doesn't bother me.
Oh, I love the way you.
I was trying to get something
I thought
going
you trying to
there.
get a bite there. I thought he'd
No,
bite.
too
Well played, Professor.
Too smart, old Jimmy Maloney. Dolphins, Broncos, Suncorp Stadium. Whose home game is that? That is the Dolphins' home game. So they get the good dressing sheets. Yep.
And I'm going to run me awesome statsy off that too.
Let's hear it.
Dolphins, since Wayne Bennett got announced as the coach of the Rabbits, of 12 games, they've only won 3. Which
Do you think Wayne's given up?
Well, that was the article I found on my research.
you
they were
wanna-
talking about that. I think it was one of the great journos. I can't remember which one, but they were like, I think they were talking about it on your favourite show for 360, and
That's Jimmy's favourite show.
saying that he's checked out, but. Yeah, I don't think that's the case. They've obviously lost a fair few players in that time, and
Do you
they
think
did,
he's
they did the
checked out?
exact same? No, I don't think he has at all. He's a professional, mate. Obviously, you can do 2 things at once.
You know, Latsy, you're doing 6 at once at the moment, aren't you?
Dolphins or Broncos, Toby?
I'll go the Broncos actually.
Yeah, I'm going Bronx.
Bronx,
Payne
Jimmy.
Haas is on the bench, extended.
Very good. Bronx, Jimmy, or Dolphins?
Yeah, Broncos.
Beautiful. Sharks, Warriors. Jimmy, I think we know who you're going.
He's played for the Warriors and the Sharks actually.
Yeah, it was one of the Sharks greats, Toby. My picture's probably on the wall. You probably see it every day when you walk in.
Yeah, mate. Well, after we win this year, I'll put one over it.
Just because Toby's here, I'm going to go the Warriors.
Okay.
I'll go Sharks. Nico's back on the extended bench. You don't have to let us know team details, Toby, but obviously a few boys pulled out late there last week too. So
Can you stay silent if Nico's going to play?
Yeah, look, I'm not too sure what's going to happen.
do the Maloney?
no.
Just do a real short answer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look, Nico's a good
Yeah,
player.
look, life's good up here.
Yeah. Yeah, so how much is Nico on? Yeah, I really love the life here. It's so nice.
Yeah, Uncle Nick. We actually have a few question marks. I think Talakai as well, and Raymond's going to miss a week because he has
he's out?
suspension. So there's a bit of a shuffle around there. But I think whatever happens, we're going to sort of make sure we finish the year strong. Where we've played the last few games and last game at home as well. Shark Park, get down there Saturday 7:30.
Very
good one.
good. Love that. Knights, Titans. Both teams.
Nice. Is that in Newcastle as well?
It is in Newcastle,
I think
yes.
Newcastle. Yeah, they'll win that.
Toby, Knights.
Knights are playing for 8. Are they?
Yeah, Titans are gone.
They're all need to win games.
Yeah. Because it's at home, go Newcastle.
Okay. Roosters. Sorry, Jimmy, Knights or Titans?
It's one of those watch a movie games.
Yeah, so I knew you were gonna. Roosters, Raiders. Roosters they're up into second. They're
JWH suspended again.
Yeah, I know.
Way.
Yeah, I saw that this morning. They pick on him.
They do.
Do you? Yeah.
And
I don't know.
Do you think he'll give any of his money back at the end of the year, like Tommy? Do you think he'll feel bad?
He'd be from the Maloney
He'd owe him a
club.
lot if he was giving back all his money from missed games.
Roosters or Raiders? They obviously had a good win last week. The Raiders.
Roosters will win.
Yeah, Roosters are looking
Roosters,
good.
and
Roosters.
ding, 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 and then the West Tigers for the bye. What do you think they're all doing, guys? What would the Tigers be doing?
Playing a Mad Monday.
Surely.
Starting
Why
early.
wouldn't you?
Getting ready for the what is it? The spoon bowl
cup.
that they're talking
Oh,
about.
yeah, the spoon.
Have you seen they're trying to get Blocker Roach to do a feel good pre-origin sort of chat? Like before
For Spoon Bowl?
There's been a
Is
petition
that a
for it.
G up or?
No, there's been a petition for it. As to how legitimate the claim is, I'm not entirely sure, but geez, it'd be good to see it.
That would be actually cracker.
It'd be great ass. Yeah, you should do one. You'd be good at it, I reckon.
Imagine how
I've got a
good-
lisp.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah, so here we
Hey,
are.
maybe they
Here for
could
this
get
last
you to
game.
come back
Remember the
and
Tigers?
just tell them that they should have done it every week, Tobes, and then
Yeah, that was my
He
highlight of the
doesn't
show
forget
this
this
year.
fella.
No, he doesn't, does he?
Considering on a footy field, he had the shortest memory in the world, but you know,
I
he
do.
remember.
I did notice though that he didn't make fun of you saying unconvincing
Why was it bad?
today.
Oh, I said
because
unconvincing.
you.
Yeah.
But I was watching. You didn't say it today. He normally says unconvincing like 4 times.
I say that about teams on top of the ladder.
Gotcha.
I said Melbourne have been
Gotcha.
unconvincing over the
He
back
hasn't.
end of the year, and they just won the minor premiers again.
Yeah, okay.
all right.
Are you okay?
Very, very good. Let's. All that's left to do is the would you rather. Jimmy, have you got one for us?
yep.
Let's
All
hear
right, would you rather die before or after your partner?
After.
Why?
I don't have a partner.
Okay. Okay, that's good.
That's an easy one for
I
me.
thought you would.
Okay, if you had one, Latsy, say
Well,
you find
it's-
long-term love again,
Latsy, you are
and you
going
grow
on.
old together, what
Don't
would
speak
you
about my private
rather
life, please.
before or after?
Latsy is going on a date tonight. So if it goes well tonight, where are you going?
No, there's this new place in Milsons Point called Nunya. None your business, mate.
Nice.
If it goes well with this lady tonight at Nunya,
I don't know. Yeah, obviously, you know, I find true love. That's something I'll weigh out then. But at this point in time, I'm living forever, baby.
so you okay, Toby?
Never had a partner. Oh, I sort of have had, but nothing too hectic. If I answer the question from like a best mate point of view, I'd probably rather go afterwards. I don't think my best mate's going to live for very long. So,
Oh,
yeah. He sort of lives a very...
There's been a couple of comments that sound like you need a bit of therapy there, Toby. Stop bringing your laundry to our podcast.
No, my
mate.
best mate will be watching this as well, and I love you, but you live a very hard lifestyle, so I just hope you can kick on for a while. Love you.
Come see Jerry. I'll bring you to a positive place.
it's true. He's extended my life, mate.
Professor?
Yeah.
So much so you've started
I'm going to
headbutting the
go.
wall.
I'd like to go first.
Okay.
Why are you kicking me under the table? Just kick me under the
how-
table, Jimmy.
Imagine how long my legs would have to be.
You're unbelievable,
To kick you. Yeah, no, I'd like to go first. I couldn't, in all honesty, and this is going to sound really selfish, I couldn't be asked dealing with a funeral, like having to book a place.
I saw you when they had the kids for a couple of days last week on your own as well. You handled that horrifically.
That's
I
the other thing I was thinking.
would have thought you were going to say couldn't handle living with the heartbreak of, you know,
No, what a
my
selfish
wife or whatever
man.
not knowing. But it's just about selfish you again, old professor. Eh?
Steve, can we get that clipped up and we'll tag his wife on Instagram?
I don't think she's on Instagram.
Jim Maloney hasn't answered the question yet.
No, Jimmy, honestly,
he'll
let me
go-
just,
he'll go
now I feel
before.
bad. I would like to go first because you're 100% right. True love is an amazing thing. And I couldn't
You
live
little friggin'
with-
throwing
I-
reverse.
No,
I'd go after, just say that my darling wife Jess doesn't have to deal with the absolute heartbreak that me going would entail. So I would take that burden on as a selfless man, and take it on and hurt after losing her instead.
Sounds to me like a bloke that's recently looked up the family's life insurance. Have you a little glance at
No,
what it
because
might look
I'm
like?
worth more than her dead. So,
Yeah, but you can't
he
spend
want
your
me to
own.
go for it.
All right, very, very good. What a sour note to end the podcast on.
Great episode. I loved it today.
That was a good episode. Very good. Good luck to everybody on the weekends with your respective
Yeah.
games.
See you guys, I'm off.
See you, Bar. Thanks,
Beautiful.
Jimmy.
Ciao.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Love you, son.
Catchphrase as you walk away.
Oh, gotta go get these kids from.
Gotta go get these kids. Let's go. Gotta go get these kids. Let's go. We just want to let James Maloney's kids' school know he will be there. He will be there.
Yeah, all jokes
He's still
aside.
got 5 minutes. He's got
At
plenty.
Rugby League Journeymen. That's where you find us everywhere. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your teammates,
Tell your partners.
tell your coaches, tell your
wife.
ex-coaches,
Yeah,
tell my wife.
ex-coaches, ex-wives. Oh!
Tell your dogs.
And where's Louis?
See ya.
They are.
There ya.